Yes, good morning, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people wherever you are, all over the world. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. And by the special grace of God, this is Radio Biafra Extra, streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Uchi Okafor from Abatiti province in Omambara, Anambra province of Biafra land. A man who has assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, he's standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazen Nandi Ukukano, the Prince of Afaribigo, the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television, the one and one alone who command the loyalty of Biafran people across the globe. It makes some of you jealous, it makes some of you envious. But if you were able to do what Chukwu Kikabiama is using him to do or has used him to do, I think we would have accorded you the same respect. We would have loved you the way we loved him. We would have stood by you the way we stood by him. And this should be a lesson to those politicians who think that their relationship, they are befriending the enemy, Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, will give them the protection they desire. A leader in his last broadcast made a clear statement. He said, if any politicians in Nigeria come out openly and support this project, and then we know first of all that you have not soiled your hand against your people. You are not under oath with the caliphate to unleash jihadists or promote jihadists in our land. We will know you are not enriching your generation with the blood of innocent Biafrans that have been murdered. We will give you, according to Father Mbaka, on our Lord's support. We will defend you, we will protect you, we will stand by you. Believe me, our leader says coming back is coming with her. You have no idea the size of this hair. But don't worry. Just pray. Nigerians don't understand simple instruction. They don't obey either. We know what makes them move, what makes them respond. And don't forget, by the special grace of God, I remain George Unibe from Ipob province, Biafra land. I will not proceed further without first of all appreciating the Almighty Creator, the one who lives in heaven and presides over the affair of man, for he is the primordial influence that drives us in everything we do. On this platform, we will continue to remind you about that. He is our guide, he is our wisdom, knowledge and understanding in matter both great and small. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, n'ihi na ị mara mma ịhụnanya anyị na gị, obiọma gị o juru anyị anya dadi o, inweghị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ị bụ Alfa na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o. Of course, wherever you're listening from across the globe, across the world, sometimes we use languages you really don't like because you are polished, you're very civilized. Please, I beg your pardon. Don't look at how we address you, but go back and consider what you have done to us. I do not see how I can actually be able to begin to worship or use loving and kind words to those who kill us on daily basis, to those who oppress us on daily basis. You know, this is not really the Bible, I must tell you the truth. Where you will tell me that you say when they slap you, the left ear, you give them the right. I don't think I live in that Bible. Because believe me, 99.9% of the pastor who will tell you that when they slap you here, you give them the other ear. If you dare it and try it on them, you will be sorry for yourself. Because with all the tithe and offering they have collected, they will deal with you. We know who they are. You can't even near them because they are guarded by these terrorists, rapists, Boko Haram, police and army. Some of them even have DSS area boy guiding them. This is how bad it can be. And so it's not our fault. We're just so angry. We're just so angry. And we know we will get to a time we will not be able to hold it. Please, we are not always like this. Before now, we don't insult people. Fela mocked us in one of his music, though I respect him even unto death. He was mocking Nigerians. He was talking to them to open their eye. He said, then go use English dabaru, we Africans. And we're going to say, yes, yes, yes. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Many people don't even know that sir simply mean slave, I remain. They slap you, hey, I remain a slave. They conk you, I remain a slave. May God have mercy upon us. So I just have to digress to do that today. Stop looking at our faults and our inabilities. Stop looking at what you're gaining from putting us in this miserable condition, but begin to see us as human. You know, sometime a Biafran songwriter say, the next life I will come, I will be a vulture. So I will fly everywhere freely, and then I will feed on the carcass of dead humans. The next life I will come again. Maybe he would have preferred to be a cow or a pig or a hen. Because did you even know that the Bible says that he, Jesus Christ, will guide his disciples, his followers, jealously like a mother hen will guide her hens? That is to tell you that even the hen will never allow her kind to be destroyed. I have seen many hen who will lay on the egg of another hen and hatch them. And I've seen many hens who will protect the chicks on the expense of their lives. I have seen hen being carried by erosion, and yet the mother hen is very ready to risk her very life to save the chicks. But do you know that Homo sapiens don't care for themselves? Those people who you thought were more advanced will sit on the table and be discussing on the benefit they will make from your misery. Do you know that there are many nations of the world who are actually waiting for Biafrans to pull the trigger, and as we speak are through the back door selling weapons to the Hausa to kill us? Do you know that every war in Africa makes another continent millionaires and billionaires? Do you know these people are not sincere, those who are responsible and playing this game? Do you know they are lower than animal? Because animal does protect her own. But Homo sapiens and their kind are so wicked, they are so greedy, they have lost the way. And when you see them putting on tie, you see them wear good attires, you think they are human beings. They have lost what makes them human. They've lost it, I must tell you. That is why today British government can still sit behind there and then feed on the misery of Africa with all that vulturous nation, and they come and tell you about morality, they tell you about discipline, they tell you about righteousness, they tell you about holiness, they tell you about what you must do right and what you're not doing right. They even dictate the fate of the war. People who are void of reasoning. Gosh, I believe, I wish I was a cow. Awosama would have protected me more than his very first son. You can see it happening in Nigeria. We will call these people animal. It's even a promotion, because Homo sapiens and their kind has lived lower than an animal. In Nigeria, cow have more respect. Constitution of Nigeria protect cow more than me. And why won't I wish to be a cow? May God have mercy on all of you, most especially your soul. For that you are planning to do to us for what we are doing today. Ask yourself a question. Is your action truly justified? But believe me, what we are doing here is divine. There is a part of what we are doing that pertaineth unto God. And without wasting further time today, we'll move ahead to our topic. Our topic, simple this morning, is partner in crime. Partner in crime. You know, when a criminal is apprehended and arraigned before the court, and somewhere along the line you see that the defendant will be more than one person. And when it is time for cross-examination, the barrister, the lawyer that is in charge of the plaintiffs, if he intends to cross-examine the accused person, they have something they refer as partner in crime. And then one person committed the crime, but he was aided by maybe 5 other persons. And then they try to divide their probably then different charges to enable them, nail them through cross-examination, because they understand that though you could together mastermind to carry out an atrocity against another, but they understand that the perfect knowledge of what was done is not infused on all of you. The level of what you know about what you have done is not the same. So when they say you are partner in crime, it means you really did not start the crime, but you aided and abetted. You made sure that crime was successfully executed. And this morning, I must tell you, by the grace of the Almighty Creator, this very morning we are looking at a study known as partner in crime. When we talk about what we have gone through, and we are still going through in the hand of our enemy, we must not forget that this enemy would not have been able to do what they are doing to us except they were first of all aided by an insider. Today you are a Biafran in the northern part of Nigeria. Yes, you are a Biafran in western part of Nigeria. Of course, I mean you are a Biafran living in Ududuwa land. You are a Biafran living in Arewa land. Or you are a Biafran living in Biafra land. And somewhere along the line, you begin to help the enemy to undo your people. They knew how you reason. Having reconditioned you to be speaking and acting from your subconscious mind, they knew how you reason. It was not always like this. It started immediately after the war. Those who were still strong and could be able to defend Biafra land were hunted down one after the other. They were tagged criminals. And almost all of them that were called to a feast were arraigned before a military tribunal, who eventually ended up shooting them. It was then called firing squad. They say, this person, you did this, you did that, and so therefore you'll be shot by firing squad. This Yoruba Wosa military will shoot you. There is an actor they call Nkemo, the one you call Okwa. His younger brother was among those who were shot by Nigerian military. Now, in Enugu, you discover that after the war, many houses were brought down while others were still standing and glorified. Because many of them betrayed their own people in order to become relevant in the current day Nigeria. Those from Enugu province, have you asked yourself why that happened? Do you know that Abia State today, I must tell you, stood their ground even unto the end? And may God bless through Biafran blooded people in Abia State. Because I know, if not for spiritual implication, Ujuku would have preferred to be buried in Afaribeku. But that is not where we are going this morning. Do you know that the reason why most people like Peter Obi today will continue handling a post where no other person will handle? People like Nyanwodo have been allocated a particular post they will handle in this Nigeria for all eternity. All these your governors and their children are under agreement to become governor, and their children after them and the children after them. Do you know that Buhari daughter work in NNPC? Do you know that all the past president and even some governors, their children are automatic member of what do you call it, CBN? Do you know that all these are people who are thriving? Most of them, I must tell you, like Amechi and the rest of them, are under oath to betray you. They become partner in crime. So when we come here to talk about what they have done to us, this morning I want you to understand the partners in crime. And now you are a Biafran. You are listening to this radio as a security agent, maybe attached to the DSS, maybe attached to the Nigerian Boko Haram Army, maybe attached to the Nigerian Lunatic Police, maybe you are attached to Boy Scout or Girls Green, whatever name you call yourself. But as far as you belong to the security apparatus of the zoo called Nigeria, automatically you are lower than Boko Haram, because the last time I checked, when you hear DSS, it looks like they are spirits. No, these are collection of Boko Haram terrorists in army, Fulani headsmen in police, saboteurs from Biafra land. In fact, even in DSS you have vulcanizer. In DSS you have vendors. In DSS you have gardener. They are complete there. It's unfortunate. We are looking at partners in crime. The enemy will not be able to overrun us except these partners in crime aided them. Do you know that the Yorubas, even though they know that they are not good, they are evil. They know that they are evil. Because an adult Yoruba man will give birth to a child and begin to educate that child to hate you as a Biafran. Do you know that no Yoruba come to aid us here against their people? Ọmọ Igbo lele yìí olóṣù lórí burúkú. Emma near Omo Igbo, Emma do this, Emma do this. They begin to indoctrinate their children to hate you from a child. But that is their own. But who is Yoruba is actually here aiding us against their people? No, you saboteurs in Biafra land. Have you ever considered that there is no Yoruba in Biafra land aiding us to undo Biafra so they become governor or president or relevant when Biafra come? Then how dare you as a Biafran collude with the Hausa and Yoruba to betray your own people for second tenure? When we are done with all of you, you will wish you were not part of the second tenure syndrome. Partners in crime. Have you ever considered that there is no Hausa anywhere in Biafra land aiding us to kill their own people? And now, it should give room for us to begin to ask ourselves one question. Why are they breeding? Why are these people growing and growing and expanding in Biafra land? We never flogged them. They have not been flogged, I must tell you. And I tell you, if we don't do what we will do, it will only get worse. But thank God to Chukwuki Kabiama. Thank God for IPOB. For it is almost time to respond, and we shall respond adequately. We will respond, I must tell you. It doesn't matter how it's going to start, but somewhere along the line, it is going to start. They cannot do to us what they are doing to us. Awusa cannot just wake up and bring python, dance, crocodile, smile, ego, tears, all of them. Without people like Nyanwodu and governors of Southeast and South aiding them. You see what happened in Igbochi? All of a sudden, all the Boko Haram checking point from Imo State, from around Umuapo, the boundary between River State and Imo State, disappeared. That means I think we have a governor who is thinking. I think he has a governor who is thinking. And then you notice that the ones in Abia State have increased. That means you have a governor in Abia State who is actually aiding terrorists to come and kill their people. I wonder when in this life the Igbo governors will issue an order that all the soldiers should go to Sambisa Forest, and according to JAJ, lunatic Yoruba man, will tell you, smoke them out, kill all of them. Because JAJ and all that people who were hired and contracted to launder the image of Nigeria actually advocate that their people be killed. And this is partners in crime. For your information, whatever you support, whenever you support the Nigerian government to do against us as Biafra, makes you an accomplice. Whatever you are supporting Nigerian government to do, it makes you an accomplice. You become partner in crime with Nigeria. When you vote, you become a partner in crime to those who have been killed. People that have been killed. Why we are asking you not to vote is because when you join Nigeria to vote here in Biafra land, it makes you an accomplice. You become a partner in crime. Because this election is what have been empowering the governors in Biafra land to undo us. This election you are voting is what have been making them, empowering them to deceive you with false hope. Second Niger Bridge, third Niger Bridge, fourth Niger Bridge. This voting is what has been giving them the right and making their actions against us to be justified before the global community. Because if our senators would have pulled back, if our governors would have pulled back, if our legislators would have pulled back, if our monarchs would have pulled back, if they have decided to disassociate with Nigeria, I wonder how powerful UN could be. They could only achieve one thing if they still hold on to one Nigeria. That is to destroy us, wipe us away, and then they can post over our grave and say, yes, we have won, we have killed Biafrans, and with their sword, the blood of Biafrans will be dropping down. Believe me, if you are coming out to vote, you are partners in crime. You are working with the Yoruba and with the Hausa. You are among the people who killed our people in a king war. You aided Obasanjo to demolish Odi. Yes, you aided Hausa people to unleash mayhem on Agatu and Nimbu. Yes, you are part of the people who killed our people in Enugu, in Onitsha Head Bridge, in Ikempo, in Asa High School. You are part of the people who aided the Fulani terrorists to kill our people. In Iguacha, in Bayelsa, in Imo State, you aided them to beat our mother and molest them and dehumanize them. Yes, you are part of the people who jailed our leader, Mazen Nandekano. You actually encouraged them to slaughter many Biafran people before the very eye of the world watching. And many of our youth, as I speak to you, are buried in shallow grave in unknown location. You are part of the people who aided them to kill our people in the name of police action, and a genocidal war was unleashed on us, a war of extinction, a war to wipe us away. You aided British government and criminal Luga to carry out this evil. You are part of the atrocity that have been facing us from time immemorial. If you vote, you become a partner in crime. You become an accomplice with those who have kept our land undeveloped, because Biafra land, as far as Nigeria is concerned, will never be developed. Forget about the people who are coming from southeast and they tell you they are not Biafran because they have been able to bring them. They can't reason very well, I must tell you. Forget about people from the southeast. Biafra land, south of southeast or middle belt, or those in the belt middle and those in the midwest. Look at your land. It has not been developed. I just considered some streets in Abo, most especially Azowa. For over 100 years, this street has not been tarred. And I tell you, even for another 1,000 years, if Nigerians remain, they will never be tarred. There is no hospital in this coastal region where this oil is being stolen by the British government to this very moment. There is no federal government present in anywhere in the southeast and south. The only thing you hear of is international airport that is lower than PWD in Lagos, which is eventually a plane mechanic. There is nothing in Biafra land that you can look up to and be proud that you are a Biafran, except that you're being given stipends to deny your identity. You are given stipends to become a security pipeline in your own father's land. You will never control an NPC, and even when you control an NPC, you will do that on a dictatorship influence. They will compel you. Where is Ibekachuku? All of a sudden he has gone mood. I thought it's from Niger Delta. Okay, it's Delta Niger. Biafrans, wake up and don't be an accomplice. You aid and abet those terrorists in our land. It makes you an accomplice. It makes you an accomplice. David Umahi and Okisia Ekpazo 1 second tenure. No, Okisia Ekpazo 1 second tenure. We told you that bridge flyover is building in Osisioma will never be completed. Not even in your lifetime. Just to deceive you. Okisia Ekpazo 1 second tenure. And to get second tenure, what does he do? He brought Operation Python Dance Season 1 to intimidate us and harass us so that IPOB will go home. But it didn't work. He now brought Operation Python Dance Season 2 to kill our leader, Mazen Nandekano. They didn't kill him. They now brought Operation Python Dance Season 3 to intimidate you and harass you and force you to come and vote. But it will not work because there will be no election in Biafra land. Ukizie Pazo just for second tenure will kill his people. Man. Don't bring insult and disgrace to the name of Ngwa. But we know the truth. We can never condemn a generation because of one single baboon and monkey like Okezie Epazo. So his fuck up will be treated adequately. Stop aiding these terrorists. David Umahi of Abia State, the governor of Ebonyi State, they promised him he will be president of Nigeria or maybe vice president in 2023. The same way they promised Rogers Okorocha that he will be Alpha and Omega. Rogers Okorocha betrayed his people. Rogers Okorocha killed his people. Rogers Okorocha built estate for all his girlfriends, most of which are Hausa and Yoruba. In Imo State there, the taxpayers' money was used to enrich Rogers Okorocha. He gets so stupid and so mad that sometimes he gather little girls and be dancing with them like a buffoon that he is. But at the end of the day, he has been used to successfully kill our people. I can never forget the little boy who Rogers Okorocha killed because the boy said, "Don't demolish my mother's shop." I will never forget that many people are living miserably now because of this Rojas Okorohausa did not tie any road in Imo State, but rather what did he do? He demolished all the whole market. That is to impoverish you. You become poor. When they give you 1,000, they dangle the carrot before you. You will go out of your way and vote them. Now David Umahi is trailing, following the same line that Okezie Ekpazo is going through. David Umahi was promised that he is going to be the president of Nigeria or vice president in 2023. And so David Umahi now ordered and single-handedly brought in these Fulani headsmen, these terrorists. Look at their faces. They are not Nigerians. The same way a Sudanese man is presiding over the affair of this zoo called Nigeria, that is the same way Fulani soldiers from across the African continent are here to harass you, to intimidate you. But we know what is obtainable. We know what is on ground. And believe me, we just talk. We are talking because we want you to wake up from your stupidity and from your foolishness. Maybe when we notice that the talk is not getting impact on you, because of course many people are waking up across the globe, and I'm always using this privilege to tell them, wherever they are, this is the time you look for the IPOB nearest family to you and join. But for those who refuse to wake up, maybe the next level will be to flog you. We will flog you properly. We will flog you sincerely, seriously. We will flog you very well, because you have to wake up. It's not our intention to leave any of you behind. Understand that every country in the world who have gone through what we went through, they fought very well and make sure that they dealt with the accomplice, the partners in crime with the enemy to subdue them. Do you know that when Adolf Hitler invaded France, that some of France citizens run to Britain and some remained in France? Do you know that Adolf Hitler army actually slept with all those France women? Just the same way Hausa are raping some of our women, but there were some women of honor from France who refused to defile themselves with the German soldier at that time. Do you know that when finally France was able to get her foot back on the ground, that they executed those women? All the women who collaborated with the German soldier to undo their place were executed. These are things you will not hear from CNN. But let me tell you the truth. What I don't understand is France and people like Britain, having gone through all this terrible time, they put us in the same condition. I wonder what makes them human. I'm saying this because those of you who are partner in crime, who are collaborating and colluding with Hausa and Yoruba to undo us Biafrans, you think you are going through, farthest what will be very good for you. You get ready, for you are a partner in crime. When the person who committed the crime is jailed, partners in crimes are meant to face the same proportion of punishment. It could be lesser somewhere along the line, but you must dance to the rhythm. Do you know that every country in the world actually fought to defend their people? Do you know America will not be able to destroy Soviet Union without one lunatic from Soviet Union betraying their people? Where is that man? Do you even know his name? Have you heard about him? It's the way you play the game of saboteur, where you are supposed to rally around Mazen Kano to ensure that Biafra is liberated from this evil enclave, from this Lugard creation, for this most abominable entity on the face of the planet Earth. You are judging us because of your bank account? A day of reckoning will come. This is Radio Biafra Extra, for the avoidance of doubt. At this moment, I want to make you understand that if you vote on this oncoming fraudulent presidential selection in Nigeria, which certainly will begin from the 16th of February, few weeks from now, you are an accomplice. You are a partner in crime. You are as terrorist as Boko Haram. You are as hopeless as Fulani headsmen, and you will be dealt with the same way Miati Allah and all these area Alamajiri Hausa boys will be dealt with. I want you to sit back wherever you are this morning and ask yourself a question. What gave the Hausa area boy the temerity to give us quick notice? I want you to go back and ask yourself, what gave Yoruba Oba of Lagos the temerity to tell you that you into the Atlantic Ocean if you refuse to vote? What made them insult you that you vote for your stomach? Is it not because you are collecting face cap to vote them? Is it not because you are collecting pure water to mortgage the life of your children for another 4 years? Is it not because they see that you are stupid and you are hopeless, that for a bag of rice you can even sell out your own community? This is Radio Biafra Extra, for the avoidance of doubt. we ask you not to vote. Do not participate in any election. Nigerian fraudulent election, or sorry, selection in Biafra land. Take your PVC to Yoruba land. Take your PVC to Hausa land, because you are not ready for what will happen to you. When it will start, you will only weep, had I know. Otu ụbọchị Biafra ga-abịa, oge m unu vu n'anya, ndị mmehie unu ga-eti ya aka n'obi. Asị m otu ụbọchị Biafra ga-abịa, oge m unu vu n'anya, ndị mmehie unu ga-eti ya aka n'obi. Na-etili ihe mere onwe m, n'ihe mere onwe m, n'ihe mere onwe m, unu ga-eti ya aka n'obi. Adị ama maka Ọnịcha gwara Obosi, n'ihi na agbacha ọsọ agakụma. Of course, at this moment, our lines are open, and I must appeal to you this morning. If you are a male, don't call the female line, please. I'm not happy when I see people getting this instruction and they still go ahead to break it. I could be very nasty if I want to. I can give you typhoid fever from here. But why will I give my brother typhoid fever when I've not given our Salamajiri typhoid fever? And so I call upon us, in matters that are very little, we must learn to be disciplined. We must learn to be human. We must learn to be Biafrans. Of course, that is who we are. Please, the line that is allocated to the women, no man should call it. Don't be so desperate to call it, because you will meet a dead end at the end. Don't be desperate like Nigeria, because Nigeria will meet a dead end. Everything they are doing, only one destination, dead end. And now, like I said, our WhatsApp number remains 081 828 16964. Our WhatsApp number again, I repeat, is 081 828 16964. And the line for male is 081 221 529 71. The line for the male are 081 221 529 71. And the special number for our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, our wives, our grandmothers is 070. The female line is 070 107 6. Sorry, I repeat again, the number for the female is 070 107 86025. The number for the female is 070 107 86025. And I will say at this moment, our line is open. Do not be a partner in crime, because in the end, you will pay for what you have done. I must assure you that. Yes, caller on the line, if you can hear me, your name and where are you calling from? Ada?
Hello, man. Good morning.
Yes, are you a man or a woman?
I'm a woman.
Oh, you are okay. Go ahead, please, Ada.
That's what I am in Jesus'
I can feel it. I can feel it. Go ahead.
I'm not going to be able to do it. Yesterday. I can quote them about the second Jesus.
Yes, one.
I'm Afambo, Madam Rebecca Wiki. Afambo, Onye, Enugu State. Because Amori in the Kano West, the local government of Enugu State. And I did not Port Harcourt. Go on water. So I have them to go taking on in our Jesus. Ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma, ọ ga-adịrị uche bụfọ na mma, ọ ga-adịrị Nnamdi Kanu na mma. Kedu unu na-azọ ka obodo anyị bụ Biafra bụrụ nke nwere isi? A sị na jenereshọn unu ọ ga-adịrị unu na mma n'afọ I say that you should continue with your good work because Igbo parable say that the one na-achọ nke na ọ dịka ọ bụ onye anya ukwu esi na onye ahụ chọta ya ikpeazụ ngozi Chineke na-ezoro ya. Ha sịrị m ọrụ ọma ahụ na-arụ ọ ga-akwụsị n'ụzọ.
Oh, we lost that caller. Quite unfortunate.
Esi m ozi ọma ahụ wee gaa obodo nna m n'Ọgọst 4th after ka elitere my mother. So m si ụmụ Biafra ha gbagharịara m kwuo okwu referendum ha akwụkwọ ịnya ndị obodo m si so onye na-ezo anyị na ama m na-ezo oziọma ka nna jiri na Krismas oziọma ahụ agabala n'ihu anyị amakwa m na oziọma ahụ agaghị akwụsị ha Chukwu kwagide unu gbaa unu ume n'ezie anyị na-achọba olileanya anyị ka o rute anyị aka n'aha Chukwu okike ọbịa maka mbere
Ada nnukwu mmadụ. Thank you very much for calling this morning. Thank you, ma. We must continue. No election in Biafra land. Let it be on record, please. Tell your brothers, tell your sisters, tell everybody. Let them stay at home. One thing you people don't understand that all the people who have been killed because of this name Biafra, they've not gone to sleep. You may say rest in peace, but we ask them not to go to sleep because we will not sleep until Biafra is restored. And somewhere it looks impossible. That is how it always looks. But in the end, it will, it shall. Biafra must emerge. Our leaders say they will kill us, they will do what they want, but in the end, we win. I remember his prophecy said he will kill us, and they are doing that willingly and very happy. They feel very fulfilled in killing us. No greater honor for a Nigerian terrorist army than to kill us. But you know what? He also said we will kill them, and then Biafra will come. Very soon you will understand. Call and WhatsApp your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning from here. My name is Chinedu Uzo, calling from Italy. My brother, I want to speak on my own dialect. Can you allow me to do that?
Go ahead, please. This is your platform.
I'm from Chinedu Uzo from Chinedu no Kwane. No Kwane, I'm on phone muno. Biko ni kunu ni shoto ni onye ọbụla aja ọzọ gba nkịtị ndị na-abụso ọgwụ n'ụlọ anyị ojere jete gbuo onye ọbụla ọnụ na onye ọbụla na-ekwusi ọgwụ nke ndị Igbo ọgwụ abụ ke ndị Igbo anyị bụ ndị Igbo ụnụ na onye ọbụla ndị Awụsa buru nnama na ebe na-alọta alụ ụmụ ndị umenyi gwere ihe ọsọ ife dị n'ụkwanị bụ ka ebugharị Jubri. One of our fire kayan oko. Benene onye be solo no onye ga be ekufumanya. Ono no yobona na la moya na gari. Biko ni ko na yo nu onye obuna biko. Onye obuna ni short tension no la kwana. Tension no la na oge erugo. Ofodu na-eguzo abo onye Igbo. Onye iwe ọbụ onye Igbo bụ nne ọsọ afọ nọ ndị Awụsa na-aza Chinedu onye Awụsa na-aza Chukwuyem onye Awụsa na-aza Chinaza onye ọbụla biko na itechiri n'ụlọ akụ ndị agwọrọ bikọsi nnara anyị agwa na eziokwu onye isi anyị bụ Nnamdi Kanu bịara bụ agwa anyị eziokwu ebe mba agwa anyị eziokwu onye ọbụla etechi n'ụlọ soro ya onye ọbụla techi n'ụlọ soro ya n'ebe ya dị obere bụ ukwu ede n'ọsọ kwa na onwe bụ ụzọ dị na onwe bụ ukwu ede adị obi ụdị ụnụ mma n'era biko nye onye ọbụla ka m na-arịọ onye ọbụla techi n'ụlọ biko na ụkwanụ Okwani biko ni teshini nola. My brother George Nibe. No masuza bo ya tane.
So Adi Mane Mado.
Ajesa.
Demi we gante.
Nne na agwa nne agwa na
ezu.
Ano
me here later agwa we.
Agwa we ezu
because kwale really then they carry. Demi
Icharia.
Yes, the truth why they did not tell us the truth is because the generation between those who fought the war and our generation were cut off in that war. They killed almost all of them. The ones remaining were so afraid to tell us what really happened. So when you hear Biafrans yapping, oh, pity them, it's not their fault. They don't know who their father is, or their father grew in tumor. Their father grew in unconducive environment to reason properly. The only trending job they have is sabotage. And that is why there's so many of them in Biafra land.
Yeah. Because I could remember when I was little, my dad, those small radio that they use only radio, they don't put cassette on it. My dad used to listen to it, and that thing is speak pure original Igbo, no other language, and that is what he always listened. But when we grow up, we tell us that these people are
Yoruba is the one giving us what to listen now. When you go across Nigeria now, all the good media, Yoruba have monopoly over it. They'll be telling you that, oh, there is one Ikechuku and one Adora. They are going to do wedding today, and the first attire they are wearing is Ashioke. And now our people using Amumu, and when they wear Ashioke, they feel like Yoruba. Look at some of our lunatic youth. They want to answer Lahaji, so they become part of the Luther and the lunatic. All this why they use the media to deform our image and assassinate our character, which eventually they've come to their Waterloo. This is the end of their journey. What is happening to our people, believe me, if God is not with IPOB, not even a sledgehammer will wake our people up from this grave where they have kept us. Why I do what I do, and when I see our people, I have faith in them, is that if they can wake up from 2014 till today, they wake up in such a number. Can you say you are Igbo man before?
No.
Not to talk of somebody from Inzon, the children of descendant of Arode. Not to talk of somebody from a Ghana. Believe me, when I sing Anyi na Jagimao, Ihina, Omaramao, people don't understand. What he did to us, it's not possible for us to wake up. But look at where we are now. He must be praised, I tell you. We've not gotten there. We know we will get there. There is no two ways.
Because we have been living in darkness for a long time.
Not darkness.
For a long time.
If we live in darkness and be free, it's fair and okay. We are not just living in darkness, we have been living in chain. That is why they continue promising you retorture. While you are in chain, in darkness, they will retorture you over and over and over until that which is women is taken out of you. Go ahead, my brother.
So I thank you for your resolute and the good job you are doing, especially our leader and our deputy. You people should keep it up, and I promise I am one of them. I'm a member of the family. I have to be here. I don't miss whatever because I need my freedom. It's very important. Without Biafra, life is nothing. To me,
exactly.
You understand? Exactly. Because I know how I've been in South Africa. I spent a lot of years there without nothing, and now I'm here in Italy, also struggling. Look at the way they are treating us, our people here. And I say, well, many of my brothers, when I see them here, I take many to the family meeting, and they run away because of they say they are paying €5 for dues and all that. They run away.
They should come home and know how much they are taking from their mother. Their mother is paying monthly due to our son Yoruba more than they can imagine. I was taught in the seminaries. They told us that everybody must pay tithe. It's either you choose to pay it to God or you choose to pay it to Satan. The same thing is applicable. Everybody must pay tithe. Either you pay that tithe to IPOB or you pay it to Nigerian government. At the end, you will be jailed for paying it to Nigerian government. because the same money will be used to subjugate your mother and your father wherever you are.
Yes. Is it not stupidness?
No, it is foolishness. You know, there is a difference between crazy and mad. Most of these people are crazy beyond repair. Then the mad people, they still have little hope.
So yes. When I see those kind of people, I pity them. Many of them, more than 20, I pack them to the place and they come once, 2 times, they run away. What is going on? They said, well, give you one latest guy. I say, oh, you don't know what you are doing. Anytime you realize yourself,
what I want
you will know
is after this program, send me your WhatsApp number, because what I'm trying to do now is all our people, the one they call Midwest, all our people in Edo and Delta, former Midwest, whether you are Okwane, whether you are, once you are from that region, we must come together, because this is not the time we are waiting for Enugu man to give us transmitter in Abo. This is not the time we wait for Abiaman to give us transmitter in Abo. So people are lazy in collecting money for security pipeline guide. And their people are not hearing this gospel of truth. So we must start by enlightening them. We need a transmitter from our boundary between Ondo and Edo State. All our land, our people within that region must know the truth. Please send me your WhatsApp number. I will add you up there. I've not said anything to them. I'm just bringing them there. Let them ask their question. Our people must know the truth and they must be free. If we don't do what we are doing, nobody will do it for us. There are things our people don't understand. Look at all the road in your village since you were born. Did they tie anyone till today?
Even for a machine to pass in those roads, it's a very difficult. Ordinary machine.
The miracle we have is when they manage to discover oil well, they now tie the road that will enable them to steal oil and disappear without rest, without disturb. Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue. Thank you.
All right, my brother.
Remain blessed.
Let me leave you from here, and I greet all IPOB family member and freedom of fighter and other people. But I will send you the number as soon as I call. Thank you very much, and remain rosary.
Thank you, my brother. We are not going anywhere. Yes, caller on the line. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, Jojo. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Go ahead. The world is listening.
Yes, this is a civil I'm calling from Izambu. Yeah, Jojo, there is nothing like election in Biafra land. We have said it and we have said it. Our state leader have told us everything that we are not going to vote in Biafra land. And there is nothing like vote. This Hausa Fulanis in this our Biafra land. We wanted to know what we are going to do about them. We want them to leave our land alone. Let us handle our land in our own hand. So let me see so that the people will understand what I'm saying. We're going to vote. Biafra, more especially young. When the chief who can all those men who can will feel the Shijaba, Parabam, Lalinga. Abraham probably make campaign, Gangi, Sibuanga, to have a duke or a go to the Biwa. Lying the dear the hell at top of Buying side, the big support Nigeria, to vote. I was at table and now then they challenge us in our own land. I was saying, Ella Barani, this hell of big shiny roots, Lena, Brian to Brian Maramacomania, Mujico, Muwani, Yet, Mujico, Tare, Quadu, Biafra, without Biafra. Like a Biafra, Labo. For how many years did they total vote? How many years now that is the total vote? Until it's in the day of the music. Bolisha Ruyeta, Tanikwa, Domita Biafra. Even the time Bawan Rumbo became the Tawaranga, the day Umitu and Mawari do Israel, God of Umitu. That's the issue. God of that today, they are to vote. I did the cooperation now, but my get there, they can 1,000 for all for those things we just we don't go start we say that they could kill me so we want all and issue very big we go to have a start off that have do we have here don't play the act here so Jojo let me stop here so that other people
Thank you very much. We must continue. It is simple. There is no two ways about it. When IPOB say don't vote, don't vote. When we ask you, sit at home, sit at home. And now we are asking you, don't come out in Biafra land to vote. Forget about how much they are giving to you. Because the day you know how much they are stealing from you, I tell you that day you will never vote again. That day you will be the one canvassing no election more than any other. Do the right thing before it's late. Don't wait to be compelled to do it. Yes, caller on the line. If you can hear me, your name and where are you calling from?
George.
Good morning. Yes, go ahead. The word is
my name is Machi. I'm calling from Evacuated in Lagos State. Actually, I cannot thank you enough. I cannot thank every principal officer who is working assiduously for the restoration of Biafra. I cannot thank them enough. They have woken us up. In fact, God will surely bless them. Whatever will never leave them behind. The topic today is very good. Because we know that every problem has been caused by this our trouble to us. That there's no how they will come inside our land. It's very even our farm without the help of this trouble to us. Could you imagine after the war that ended on January 1st, 1970? The Fulani and Yoruba, those people are still going inside the villages and killing some of our people. And for me and for mother, they went inside either even among the including every part of their farm, start killing people. For you to know that the war was not just to bring us together or to stop the war, they came to make sure that we were put out in the face of the planet Earth. I thank you, and then I say every those people if they don't want to wake up, we wake them up by phone. If they don't wake up, we say nothing like election in Nigeria. There's nothing like election. We cannot vote.
We have said that already.
Yeah. We never vote. We cannot vote. Vote to whoever that is there that is contested for election. By then they will know who owns the land. Could you imagine? In Lagos State here, those who are people who are living in the city, they will be proud to say that they are from Lagos State. They will be proud to say that they are from Lagos State. Even I have a custom officer, one immigration officer. You know, he used to control those Niger people in Ama water, that place. That in Niger, when they had a last meeting with the Niger, when they have a last meeting with the Niger people, these people will even tell them that they are from Nigeria. Which part of Nigeria they cannot tell. But those people tell they are from where they, you see, Fulani where they, Fulani, what do you call that place? Or even if they were living that place, they can from Fulani that place. You know, to pay people our so-called governors and the senators.
Now let me tell you something about that thing they are doing now. Most of these people who are calling themselves intellectual, opinion molders, leaders of thought, monarch, politicians, their children are in diaspora. And now Hausa people and foreigners are coming to take over our land. One day they will no longer be there. Their children will come back home because they don't even have time to discuss with their children. And their children will now come back home one day and see Hausa community very close to their house. And they will say, who are you? They will say, I'm a Fulani Igbo. The other one will say, I am Hausa Abo. The other one will say, I am Yoruba Igbo. The other one will say, I am Yoruba Abo. But you just say, you don't mean it. You mean we have Igbo Hausa and Igbo Yoruba. They say, Benny, yes, it's true. That is the end of us as a people. They don't see what we are fighting for. They are interested in second tenure. Thunder will fire all of them with that second tenure when the time comes.
Mazi, do you know in my own community where I came from, my mother and my father, they are more than 40 people that just leave the town, went overseas, and they're not coming back. You can see what this cattle ranching, grazing land, colony, we're no longer talking about the ranching, colony, and grazing land. Because we have suffered, we have suffered from this such a thing. This government went strongly and give them a place to settle.
That is what
I wonder why
they are all accomplished. They are all partners in crime.
I wonder that man that called Okeke, who said if you see what our even that man said that if you see what our leader is saying, that if you see where his blog, when they say the truth, if we then judge, he has never called even one day to know. Please, I'm going to speak my language. Because they no go back. One of the group get on. I don't know if I dig out. Okay, what the number of boy, they go. You bonyada. Get to Twitter, any Twitter, Apple Gada, I think with local government. And what to Twitter, this we can answer my fine. I may last because you also have a UTC, because the Ayaga, if I dig out, you could cook
Thank you very much, Issei, and we must continue. Yes, caller on WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on WhatsApp. Yes, good morning.
This is the kind of message from Paolo. I am the Assistant Secretary of IPOB in the National in Austria. I want to thank the leadership of IPOB. I will train leader, the deputy, I thank the POS, I thank everybody. I bless God for the fact that He gave us such courageous, serious leaders. And you might not doing it, but sometimes when I hear your voice, I don't even know. But, the version, when you DJ can watch the way you hit the point, one can feel from your topics or from your voice how courageous a man you are. I want to thank you. I want to thank you. Everybody, Biafra is like, I want to thank the entire IPOB family worldwide. I'm sorry to say this, but this issue of no election is a repeated done deal. I mean, I don't even know why they talk about it. Personally, I believe that even people in the darkest pit in this world have heard about no election in Biafra land. Anybody can know no election because it's not really over. Okay, election or not, I thought here the point I'm trying to make is my brother from Italy, he said something today, and this is one of the biggest problems that I have with our people. I'm not saying that we're little here. We have the numbers, but my anger is the people that are Facebook and social media superheroes. They are the people that actually make me angry. These people, when you get into conversation with them, they will tell you that they are Biafrans by birth, they are Biafran hardcore. But now, maybe this is very simple. They are not they are lying to you. No, it doesn't matter. The information that you will pass to your father or to your uncle or to your brother or your sister might end up saving hundreds of lives. I was so proud when I was talking to my father yesterday. And to my great surprise, I saw my uncle writing something on Facebook, also going in the same direction, condemning the whole. He was asking a person, all these people that are still running around in the whole Biafra land, shouting side their father, side their mother. He said, are you people willing to pay the price when the time comes? Because there won't be a time you will pay the price. And let nobody say they didn't hear it. My urge to everybody listening to this radio, whether you consider yourself whatever you consider yourself or how intelligent or how important to your job is.
No,
Listen,
they think we are here to entertain them. They think we are here to entertain them. They're not ready.
IPOB is not a political party. It's not a religion. This is a people's way of life. It's when has somebody deciding to stay in his house at crime. I mean, look at how this thing is going. I was speaking to a colleague of mine. That was last week. He said, there are people who are fighting hard for the restoration of Biafra, but they're not in IPOB. I asked him a question. I said, did you really go to jail? Yes. I said, did my student leader go to jail? He said, yes. I said, who came out on it? He said, my school leader. I said, there you go. Everything you do in this life, you have a choice. My leader does not need money because he could have got any amount of money he wanted from the government. But he made the choice to pay the price. This is a man who has not changed his wife or his kid for how long now? And he is still willing to go further. This is a man that after attempts on his life, his father was kidnapped by the Nigerian government. Did he come out to surrender in order to release the power? He kept and to the greatest of what he said last Saturday. He said, there is no price too much for me to pay for my people. Now, how can you be telling me you're working on the ground for God's sake? I mean, if you have made your money in whichever way, go legit and fight for your people. I'm sorry for you if you spent your first 10 million in Lagos or anywhere in outer land. I am so sorry for you.
We are truly sorry. We are truly sorry.
You cannot expect us to abandon our way of life because you are afraid you will lose your money. The point is, look, there are over 100 and how many countries, 200 and something countries in the world. Why not be? When we get our Biafra, there will be offices everywhere. There will be ambassadors. There will be, come on people, it's for them. Nobody's asking you to come and put your money and say bye-bye to it. All we are asking for is just one simple thing. Come into IPOB. You must not go out there to point a policeman in the face. But come here, bring your ideas, bring your family, your cousins, your sisters, bring them close, open their eyes. Because you cannot tell me you are a Biafran, no matter whatever you have in your head, whatever political party, whatever it is. You cannot tell me you are a Biafran and that you have not found out that the only way to achieve Biafra is through IPOB. We are not asking you to go there and start hitting debris on the face. No. What we are asking you is just do one simple thing. Everybody else has been voting, has not worked out. Let's sit this one out. We are not saying you go out there to stop. No. Sit it out and let the problem solve itself. Let's hold the world ransom in the way that they would think these people are one. They have made up their mind that they have one voice. Go to IPOB, bring your idea. Like, I keep repeating this. My teacher was said, if there is something you can do, this is time to prove yourself. No matter where you are in the world, be it in US, in Asia, Africa, Australia, whatever you believe you can do better. You cannot do it from your bed. You cannot do it from your couch. You can only do it in the family gathering of IPU. Thereby voicing out your opinion. Look, let me give you another example. People like Marjorie that are in Biafra land. These are actually people who have everything to lose. That could actually say, okay, let me sit this one out. I cannot say everything. But we that are out here, that no police is chasing us, no government is harassing us, nobody is trying to intimidate us, just for the fact of that money you will spend to smoke cigarettes. It's the money you will spend for cigar, it's the money you will spend for kai, it's the money you will spend for that girl. Why don't you just go to that family meeting? Sit down there, listen to what they have to say.
Penny wise, pound foolish. Penny wise, pounds foolish.
This money you will waste it doing nothing, and you are saying, I will not go there. I am so happy about, when my leader was missing, a lot of people were like, oh, the guy has money, don't call him money. But when he reached your face, it was more than shame on every single one of them. They could not even open their mouth anymore. But please, for those ones that are listening now, that are afraid, that are in Biafra life, I am not there. I cannot tell you that I know what you're going through at the moment. I can only imagine it because I was born down there. I was raised up down there. I know how bad it was back then. And from what I'm hearing now, it's even worse. It's even worse now. I know that the fear is too much. I know that intimidation is much. But please, when you are IPOB, it does not automatically mean that you will catch a bullet. Join IPOB. If you are afraid, sit in your house, but join IPOB. Spread the news. Tell people the right way to go. Forget about the right 10,000 naira or whatever. It will not save you, believe me. Let me bring this to the final conclusion. I remember back in the day when my dad was telling me that I have to get him a university certificate and this and that. I said, no, I'm too busy thinking afterwards. But then when I had to go back to school and realize this is the only way, and then I thought to myself, if I had spent all these years of spent teaching money, if I had spent it investing it in my education, by now, by the time I came up with the idea of going back to school, I would have already been a graduate, having my electrical engineer. But the point I'm trying to make my people is this: please, whatever it is you're doing, you cannot fight a war. Of course, you know, because you know, when you came on a you will have to join IPOB to actually bring that your opinion in. I want to thank you, Master George, for giving me this opportunity. I remember your brother, if I took about from Australia here, and I'm sending love to everybody out there that is lover of peace and that is a IPOB family member. And I say a very good kudos to the leadership of IPOB. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. We must continue. This morning, we're simply looking at a topic entitled Partner in Crime. When you vote, you are part of the people who killed our children, our brothers and sisters. 3.5 million innocent children were murdered by Hausa and Yoruba as directed by the British government. Are you an accomplice? He will tell us by your action. The truth cannot be overemphasized. We're not asking for Yoruba land. We are not asking for Hausa land. We're asking that we'll be left to be the author of our destiny. Is that a crime to humanity? Is that something the world power don't want to hear about? How long do you think you'll subject us to this condition? And when you sit on your ivory tower and you think there is nobody like you and none to compare with you, consider the ways of Nebuchadnezzar, consider the Medians and the Persians, the Grecians and the Romans, consider that when the British government built the metal ship, they look like world power. And now we're not talking about metal ship any longer because that is outdated technology. The last time I checked, we're looking at people who can actually travel through teleport. You don't have to take tickets. You don't have to waste or any flight or waste your time. You just have to think there. You get there, and the world will get there. Believe me. And what I'm saying is, we just want to be free. We respect Hausa when they are Hausa. We respect Fulani when they are Fulani. We respect Alamajiri terrorists when they are terrorists. They should go and terrorize their people, not our people. We respond saboteurs, chameleons in nature. Yoruba people, we respect them. Let them go and sabotage their people and chameleon their people. But we want to be respected as Biafran. Allow us to Biafran our people the way it ought to be. This is not a crime. The last time I checked. Yes, call on the line your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Mazonibe, good morning.
Yes, good morning, my brother. Go ahead. The word is listening.
I'm calling from Benin. My name is Asoba Ikeju.
Go ahead, please.
My information I want to pass to you that I just try to observe what. Good morning.
Go ahead, please.
I was in Benin yesterday where there are useless people doing their rally in the Benin city. And when we want
Cause that it was happening when you were making call and you're listening to your radio. Please give me some minutes. NEPA have taken like, oh, did I say NEPA? Generator just off. Let me go back and on the generator. You're one Nigeria. My generator just off. I'll be back in a minute. Let me on it. This is Zoo called Nigeria. I'll be back in a minute. My brothers, remain focused. We are Biafrans all over the world.
All over the world, they understand what we are saying. All over the world, they understand what we are talking about. This man no this man no I know from Nigeria. Now Biafra all the way. This man no this man no Nigeria. You need to hear this, you need to see this, you need to testify. You need to hear this, you need to see this, you need to testify. No more company, no more friends. You need to hear this, you need to see this, you need to testify. You need to hear this, you need to see this, you need to testify.
Yes, once again, I'm back. Like I told you, fuel just finished inside the generator. You know, this is the zoo. They don't have electricity. They don't have, not that they don't have the capacity to provide this, but they want Biafra land to remain in darkness. But we shall see how it ends by the special grace of God. No election in Biafra land, I must tell you. Call on the line, your name, and where are you calling from?
good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Go ahead, the word is listening.
My name is Ipob. I'm calling from Igocha. I'm a coordinator in Igocha, Igoku. All of Lagos. So please, I just want to recommend audio.
Of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. But what must we do? We will continue. Yes, next caller on the line.
Hello,
Good morning. Go ahead. The word is listening.
My name is Lucy. Calling from you, but I'm a native of Okosha in Boy Province. I want to thank you for good thing you are doing for us this morning. So may God bless you, bless our leader, Mazi Namdekano. But again, I have a question to ask you, Mazi. Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Issue of Judaism, I tried to call that on that Saturday to ask them why they are doing the baptism, like to change them, answering like English name. This our people have, that they have said our people must change their name. I don't try to answer whether they are doing baptism Judaism.
Anybody that asks you to change your name because you are a Christian, anybody that asks you to change your name because you are a Christian, anybody that asks you to change your name because you are Judaism or Yehudian, anybody that asks you to change your name because you are Gomo outside the name of your ancestors, that person is lunatic, he's mad. That person will go to hellfire, and I will be there in hellfire with him to trick his fuck up. God will punish that person. We are not here to violate. Hold on. We are not here to violate. I'm coming, please. We are not here to violate anybody's conscience. I'm a reverend for the avoidance of doubt. Properly indoctrinated. I am a reverend, properly ordained at every level, and I don't violate my conscience. If my reverend cannot save my people from this evil, I will not take it. God punish anybody that asks you to change your father's name. How many Israel man or Arab man is answering an Igbo name or Ijo name? God will punish that person. Change the topic, my brother. I have answered your question. Change the topic. Change the topic. I've answered your question. Take hammer and knock that person's head. He's a demon. God will punish them. Did I choose my father? You answer my question now. Hold on. Did you choose your father? Did you choose your father?
No, sir.
Did you choose your mother?
No, sir.
Did you choose to be a black man?
No, sir.
Did you choose to be a Biafran?
No, sir.
God will punish anybody that is playing God in your life. If I don't choose my father, I don't choose my mother, I don't choose to be a black man, I don't choose to be a Biafran. Anybody that want to make me a Nigerian, God will punish that person. Anybody that want to change my name, thunder will fire that person. Brother, cut off because I'm angry now. Nonsense. We are waking up from one stupidity or foolishness Christianity have brought upon us, and another animal is bringing up another stupidity of religion. We are not here to talk about religion. We are here to talk about our freedom. You can worship snake, you can worship animal, worship anything you like. That is your fucking business. That is your business. Some people will look at the ground and they say fucking. America say fucking is not evil. Everybody focus. Now freedom will come fight for here. This is Radio Biafra Extra for the avoidance of that. People are in our midst already, making merchandise of us, all of us. Because our leader is a Shabbat, some of you are stupid, and you're thinking you are going to deceive us any longer. If Nigeria and Yoruba cannot deceive us at this stage, who are you? Who the hell are you? When are we going to come to the stage where Chide Nwankwo we say I am Chide Nwankwo, Okinkwo we say I am Okinkwo, Ikechukwu we say I am Okinkwo, Tamono we say I am Tamono, Ntorombo we say I am Ntorombo, Onyiwelehi we say I am Onyiwelehi. Can't you wake up? That is not where we are going this morning. We are asking you not to be a partner in crime because it will backfire you. This is Radio Biafra Extra. We are inching closer to the end of this program. Call on the line your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Mazonyibe.
Good morning, my brother. Go ahead. The world is listening.
Mazonyibe, I remain nobody but Philip Opo. I hear from Ihechiawa in Aruchukwu in Umaya province. I bring my greetings to you this morning. Mazonyibe, I want to inform you that there is something going on like the day before yesterday in Amba. They now gather themselves around 8:30 p.m. going for campaign. 8:30 p.m. in one of the event center at the First Road named King Solomon Center. They gathered there with some stupid people they informed. 8 p.m. in the night. They stayed there till 9:30 p.m. when the man, what is his name? came and give them 200,000 naira. The crowd that came there. From the right source, I'm giving you this information. Let the whole world hear my voice. One has to be care, whether has to be care something and something. He gave them 200,000 for them to go and kill themselves and vote for him. And they come back in the night. They're no longer doing campaign in the morning, on the daytime. They're not doing campaign in the night. Gathering in one of the hotels, event center. That is what we are now seeing. So I have to bring this information to the hearers of everyone. Secondly, I want to use this opportunity to give you another testimony. In my shop, my neighbor is a hardcore deeper life, a prayer member. Whenever I put Radio Biafra, the woman will come to my shop and say, hey, I am feeling headache, please, could you mind to tone it down? I tone it down. And she continues doing this until one day.
Where is that woman from? Where did she claim to come from?
She from Ebonyi State.
Okay.
Listen.
One of our terrorist children. Go ahead.
Listen. Until one day during the conversation of Martin and the Kano and Michael Okereke. And when Michael Okereke asked him, I don't want to see you coming from the Niger Delta, you say you are the Niger Delta, you collect money and go. And these are from myself, you collect money and go. And you people, you have come, IPOB, you want to collect money if you don't. And after that, our leader now use his family to swear. After the swearing, that if I say, and if God do not kill me, I know that he's no longer God. The woman from that day, the woman repented. And actually, who is there this man that has bold enough to say this to an level that taking his generation to take an oath? I say, yes, that is what we call pastor, and that is what we call reverend, that is what we call a prophet. It's not an ordinary deeper life prophet that will come and say something and will not accomplish it. From the day he said, I'm a Biafran, the woman claim it, declare it. Today, I can now tune following the radio to the highest. She will not say anything. She will be listening, following the radio up. So that's why concerning what I was saying, like the day I relate the information of what is happening in Aba, you cautioned me after taking it to Mazi, our leader, Nnamdi. You called on Sunday.
You were the one that was trying to blackmail me that
I'm
happy that you are repenting. Because the prayer I've been praying for you, you would have wished you are Hausa Yoruba. Because I don't like that. You have called me and I have explained to you the reason why it's like that. And you are coming here. Are you blackmailing me or what? But I forgive you, my brother. Go ahead. I forgive you. Go ahead. I have come intense with such nonchalant behavior. Honestly, I'm used to those systems. But sometimes I want our people to know the truth so that they be free. I love you, my brother. Go ahead.
Remember,
you are a good Biafra now. I have regard for you. Go ahead, my brother.
You are an indigenous of Abo. And I told you last time in our discussion that Abo is near Chihuahua. And that is the first thing to mention.
You have Abo in River State. You have Abo in Anambra State. You have Abo in Abia State. And when somebody from Abo is telling you it's Niger Delta and Delta Niger, you could only put it for them. I know that if you trace my origin, they will end up in Imo State. If you trace where I come from, it will end up in Imo State. Of course, nothing like Imo State until Molitola created Imo State. But you will find me somewhere along Umbite, Mbitouru, and the rest of them. Go ahead, my brother.
Like as I was saying, Mazi, I have reported this issue before to you on 2nd August 2018. When you trace your brokers, you see it is there. So we are trying to make everything peacefully. Even the other day, we went down to what did they call it?
I told you concerning my grandmother burial. I will use the burial to inform people concerning IPOB. So we are working together. Remain resolute, my brother. God bless you.
I love you, I must tell you that. Now I truly forgive you because I can see your love for Biafra is what is driving you to do what you are doing.
And you told me to send my inbox you. I later inbox you. You've not given me feedback. If after this information, I will also inbox you again.
Don't worry, I will respond to you before the end of the day. My brother, remain focused, do the needful. We disagree in order to agree. That is the true spirit of Biafra. We all make mistakes, but we must avoid many mistakes. Thank you very much, my brother. We have come to the end of this program this morning. I must encourage you, BIAFRANS, wherever you are, all over the world. We've made mistakes in the time past, and we could justify our action as a result of those who we trusted, the Hausa and Yoruba, hoping and believing that somewhere along the line we'll build a nation that we can call our home. But we were wrong because these people were actually working as a result of indirect induction from the British government. And now we know that the only hope for our survival is for us to stand alone. Let nobody bewitch you, oh BIAFRANS. For before your very eyes, our people were murdered and slaughtered in cold-blooded. Before your very eyes, our leaders and others who were held in Kaminikado without true justice system to vindicate them that they are innocent. For before your own very eyes, they are actually undoing us in every way imaginable. Let no man bewitch you or deceive you, for we are heading to one destination and one destination alone, and that is the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. And the journey has already begun. We will tell you, we will soar on the wings of civil disobedience. There will be no Nigeria election in Biafra land. I must tell you, whether we vote or we don't vote, we know that the election have been rigged already. But the world must know the British government for who they are and who they are playing in Nigeria. The world must know that Fulani headsmen are responsible for all the terrorist activities within the African continent. The world must know that Oluwole is a company of forgery, and every fake passport all over the world is produced in Nigeria. The world must know that the greatest crime against humanity is the creation of this evil entity known as Nigeria. The world must know that the day they leave Biafra will be the day the world will truly experience peace and tranquility. I remain George Unibe from Ipob Province. As I sign up from here, Biafrans all over the world, you must know that there is no hope for you until you return to your home, where you belong to. IPOB family, come and do the needful. I sign up from here. I say remain blessed and remain focused in Chukwuka Kabiama's name. He say,
all over the world, they understand what we are saying. All over the world, they understand what we are talking about. This man don't have a this man don't have a no more Nigeria. Now Biafra all the way. This man don't have a this man don't have a no more Nigeria. You need to hear this, you need to see this, you need to testify. You need to hear this, you need to see this, you need to testify. No more company, no more friends. You need to hear this, you need to see this, you need to testify. You need to hear this, you need to see this, you need to testify. Say something the world is 5 years old. Nothing is wrong, I don't understand. My mama told me, full of food in this world is no food forever. No more Nigeria, no more Nigeria, now it's all the way. No more Nigeria, no for them, it's all the way. You ain't surrender, Nigeria don't know. Future will not flow. I'm a thing about the markets. It's in the zoo. They have a swim. They are not civilized. It is one. Repressing government cannot fulfill 2%, 1%, no man cannot fulfill individuals. No one for them, no one like take